So today I want to talk to you about levels, which is an opportunity for the class. I started it last year. It is based on the premise that actions are things that should be rewarded. And as a high school student and a person that is headed towards success, I think we need to focus more on the actions that you take to get to that level. So here's how it works. Basically, there are 10 levels, and each one has a point value to it. Almost like Pokemon Go, which I know is how I got the idea because of playing with my son. But so level one might be worth 500 points. Certain actions that you do will be worth certain amounts of points. The more actions you take, the more points you get, which means you get to level up. As you level up with the actions, so here are a few of them. For example, requesting feedback meetings, requesting personal meetings, ultimately developing your own Socratic seminar. These are the types of things that should be very valuable to you and you should be doing. And so each of them has a point value. Request for feedback meetings, for example, has a point value of 250. That means you approach me or send me an email and we schedule a meeting and I provide feedback on something that was returned to you. And that way, you'll obviously get more out of it. You'll understand what you did wrong or what you did right. And I reward you for it. Now, what I'm trying to do this year, as well as last, is get you to understand that grades are important, but your actions are more important, that they're greater than grades, and that actions are the thing that actually determine success, not necessarily the grades that you receive. So it's time to reward actions and the process that you take rather than just the product. Here's the kicker. It's worth 70% of your grade. That means in your grades, you will see something that says levels, and everybody will start with a 100. The only way you can ever get anything off of that 100 through all 4 quarters is if you don't continue to progress or you don't continue to level up. Now, my hope is that you're going to want to change your mindset and that you're going to acknowledge that sometimes tunnel vision or seeing things the way they've been and saying this is the only way to go is not always the best way. Not that it's not going to work for a lot of you, but you have to decide today and tell me by Tuesday whether or not you want in on this. You're going to vote as a class. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to talk to each other on Tuesday. And so if you vote to do it, it's going to look something like this. Each of you is going to be a card, and it'll be anonymous because this will be digitized and posted so that you can see and track your progress. Let's say, for example, you take a few actions and you get about 500 points. Once you've leveled up, you go back to 0 points. So you stay on level 1, but now we reset the point value. In order to get to level 2, you have to do 1,000 more points or a total of 1,500 overall. How many points would you have to get to level 3? You would have to get 1,500 more new points, and you would have a total point value of 3,000. So, if you want to do levels, you got to let me know by Tuesday, okay? Talk it over with each other. Your other class knows it. They voted yes. So we'll see how well you do.